And it's time for our meteorology segment. Check out the massive band of lightning here shown by the NASA GOES lightning mapper. All the way from northern Texas well into Kentucky. A nearly continuous arc of lightning there. And when I say arc, the pun is intentional. Let's take a look at a real-time lightning map as we're getting some lag showing up there. And here's a real-time lightning map courtesy lightningmaps.org, powered by blitzaltung.org. And let me just check the life of the stream here and make sure everything is kosher, and it looks A-OK here at the Smash News Network, least busted name in news. So let's check and see what's going on with this large arc of lightning. Hey, Dallas, there's thunder rolling in. Yowzers. And if you have a view a few dozen kilometers away from these thunderstorms, go take a time-lapse video or perhaps a regular video. High-speed video would be the ultimate. Of these cloud tops, you may find some sprites or some other phenomenon you weren't even aware existed. Hey, Garland. Hey, McKinney. There's thunder rolling in. And we're not paid to endorse lightningmaps.org. I look at it when I hear thunder. It could save your you-know-what. Let's take a look at some more data here. And we are streaming live. Just bear with me. The windy.com map likes to move to locations that I've previously searched because reasons. Here are the pressure maps, and look at the massive low pressure system here associated with the South Pole. South Pole entirely dominated once again by low pressure zones, two major low pressure systems down there. In fact, it might only be one continuous low pressure system as we're looking at this flattened map of planet Earth. Anyway, here's where pressure is now. Here's where we expect pressure to be at 12 noon tomorrow, according to the European forecast. Let's move on. Here are the jet streams of the eastern world. It's the 250 hectopascal winds on nullschool.net. Very chaotic jet stream flow continues in the northern hemisphere, a little bit more concentrated in the south. Still blowing backwards over the northern Indian Ocean. Here are the surface winds of the eastern world. Some powerful cyclonic systems here, especially off of the west coast of Australia. Let's rotate planet Earth to look at surface winds of the western world. A powerful cyclonic system off the east coast of South America as well. And we'll look at the jet streams as well. And the jet streams would be the single most important data point you could look at if you wanted to look at global weather patterns. Just on one piece of data there, the 250 hectopascal winds, otherwise known as the jet stream, would be the way to go for that. Multiple low pressure systems here in the Atlantic Ocean. You can see the counterclockwise rotation of those. And it looks like some cold air being injected into the central U.S., which is driving those heavy storms that we see. It's enough to drive some flash flood warnings in places like southern Illinois, extreme eastern Missouri, and western Kentucky. Also some excessive heat warnings in the west. Let's move on. That's the weather.gov map, by the way. And let me just check the life of the stream again once again here. There we go. All right, everything looks just fine. And we're going to show you the forecast for the jet stream, which we're expecting to largely stay in Canada. So here's the current state of affairs for the jet stream. That's 6 o'clock Universal Time on Sunday. There's 12. There's 1800 Universal Time. There's midnight on Monday. There's 6 o'clock Monday. So you can see cold air is going to continue to be injected here into the southern U.S. And let's actually bring up temperature anomaly here, as it looks like there's going to be some cold air being injected. Two-meter temperature anomaly, and there you can see indeed some cold air forecasted for the center of the country. Going to be very cold, about 16 degrees Celsius below normal in Missouri. So a bit of a continued cold spell happening there in the central U.S. Moving on to show some more data, here is the U.S. Doppler radar map. And look at that long band of storms. That is some extreme weather there. It looks like the harshest ones are just crossing the Oklahoma-Texan border. There's a lot of red on the map there. That could be producing heavy winds, damaging hail, severe thunderstorms, possibly supercells, tornadoes, etc. Keep an eye on that if you're in those areas. And here's what's going on in the cloud layer. And you can see that system moving almost due south as a result of the jet stream influence, that cold air driving the system. So here's the water vapor map, and you can see all this dry mass of air being driven almost due south here. That's the jet stream for you. By the way, cold air is what causes these extreme weather events, not warm air. Warm air causes convection, causes evaporation to occur, but cold air is what causes the massive pressure gradients that cause Tornado Alley to be a thing. Anyway, here's your recap. There's the U.S. Doppler radar map. There is the cloud layer. And there's the water vapor. That should help you out. And a massive, massive pressure gradient moving into Texas right now. The point of most resistance. Anyway, that's today's meteorology segment. Thanks for tuning in. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. smAsho, signing off from the Smash News Network. Least busted. Name and news.